How is everybody doing? It's your boy Flipkicky here, and welcome to the TEC weeks 5 through 8 end of season recap. Just a couple things to start off. Yes, I know I haven't streamed in like 2 months. My schedule for school has been absolutely abysmally busy. Like, it's been really bad. I've had seriously no time. I have a lot more commitments this semester than I did last semester. I have one really big commitment that I can't really talk about this time that's also taking up a lot of my time. Like, I have no time, especially no time to stream. Homework, it's just more difficult semester overall, right? Also, apologies for the mic quality. I'm in my dorm now, so the sound is probably a little bit worse, and my allergies are really bad right now. So hopefully I still have my radio voice that you guys say I have. I don't think I do, but whatever, let's get into it. This is weeks 5 through 8, like I said. This is completely off the cuff, like rambling. I had no plan of what I was going to say, what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pull up the teams, pull up the replays, kind of set the scene, give you the implications, and just go through it. As you see, our boy Dunspars here is flexing on us because he is a GOAT. So just wanted you to see the homie flexing on us. Not much really to say. If you remember last time, we were going into the second half of the season 3-1 with in second place overall. So I was doing pretty good. It got a little bit worse. You'll see how stressful it got towards the end, but I would definitely consider this Dude Late season an overall success. Thank you everyone that made the regular season so memorable and so good. Very well run. Again, shout out to TC, shout out to Orange, and everyone else that runs the TEC. I'm looking forward to possibly being back in future seasons and making more content and shit for that. So without further ado, let's just let's get into it here, right? So first up, we had it was Chimp, not Chimp. No, I played Chimp week 4. This was Woex week 5 against Woex. Woex's team, kind of scary. He had like Mega Aerodactyl, Infernape, Rillaboom, Mew, Vikavolt, Mudsdale, stuff like that. Very, very solid, hyper-offensive, somewhat pivot-oriented team. And he's also a very good player, so I knew I needed to be on my A game. This was probably the most standard, least amount of tech team I brought all season, except for Choice Scarf Zeraora. The Choice Scarf Zeraora I needed because of Mega Aerodactyl. If Mega Aerodactyl got 2+1/+1 with the Dragon Dance, I just lost. So Zeraora needed to threaten it and outspeed it at all times with Scarf. So without the +1/+1, Zeraora threatened Adoko with Plasma Fists. So Zeraora needed to be Scarf this game. It was pretty weird, but that was necessary. Sub Glare, Coil Thousand Arrows, Lefty Zygarde, pretty standard Zygarde set, honestly. I don't remember all these calcs. I'm not going to be able to tell you the calcs. I'm just going over the sets. Absol was just pretty standard attacking Absol. I just need the knockoff support, and Baton Pass was a good pivot if he switched on something. Rocky Helmet Togekiss, actually, this was a good set. Rocky Helmet Togekiss was a bona fide Rillaboom switch in at all times. This thing switched into Rillaboom no matter what it wanted to do 100% of the time, and got Rocky Helmet chip on it. Also, Infernape, it could switch in on Infernape, and then, right, it could switch in on an Infernape U-turn, and then take an Infernape Gunk Shot after, and the Rocky Helmet plus Air Slash damage would kill the Infernape. So this thing could, in theory, 1v1 an Infernape if it took no other damage. That really wasn't the plan. It was also my Defogger I needed for Defog. It was just mono-attacking Air Slash with Roost, Baton Pass, and Defog trying to spread around damage. It really didn't do the plan, because I think Welix didn't even bring the Rillaboom, but this was here to basically counter Rillaboom whenever it came in. Banded Scizor was a must bring here. I needed it to break Mew. I needed it to break Aerodactyl. I need to threaten Aerodactyl, honestly. I just needed Banded Scizor here. Banded Scizor was an absolute bring. Like, I needed to bring it or I lost. Flame Orb Guts Conk, also pretty standard, except for Toxic. He had an Audino. So the problem was Audino switching on Conk every single time. If Audino's holding Chopple, it could kind of just protect. It could just wish tech on the conch. It was kind of annoying. So what I wanted to do was catch something on the switch it with conch and just toxic it first. Mudsdale would also switch into conch and eat a close combat if it was max. So catching Mudsdale or catching Audino initially at the beginning of the game with a toxic on the switch in was super good for conch. So then he can mock punch them later if they were taking chip, especially Mudsdale, because Mudsdale didn't have any reliable recovery. But as you could see, he didn't end up bringing the Mudsdale. Oh, he did end up bringing Mudsdale, but he did not end up bringing the Rillaboom, which at first I was happy with. But to be honest, the only thing I didn't really prep for was his Vikavolt. And you will see the Vikavolt, it exposed me a little bit for my lack of prep. I'm just going to put this on normal. Lead Absol was good because I was expecting lead Mew or lead Infernape. Because Absol would just outspeed the Infernape if it wasn't Scarf. And I can go into like Hard Kiss or something if it was Rocks are going to get down. He goes hard Vikavolt. It was just Sash. I knock it off, go to Zera, and then he gets a free Roost. Literally, I just knocked an item off with no luck. Fire Punch, Zera Aura is so fucking bad. Fire Punch does 48%. I think this was max attack Zera Aura, and that did 48%. To be fair, I think this was max HP or max defense Vikavolt, but still, that was annoying. Webs are down now, and my team is really bad with in webs. Like it's no, webs are very fucking bad for my team. So Togekiss gets toxic, which is not good. Togekiss, I don't think wins this if Mudsdale has Stone Edge, so I can't. Well, I don't think he can't really touch it, so I get the free defog off. But now I can't fucking stay on this Vikavolt. So yeah, Zygarde's the obvious play here. I haven't watched this replay in a while. This was like 3 weeks ago, so I don't remember entirely how most of the game goes. I know how it ends. I don't know how this was going here. That Buzz does a lot to conch. That tells me this had special attack investment, but this was a free toxic here. Yeah, anything he went into, except even if he goes into Mew, I'm already burnt, so this was just a free toxic, which was really nice. Mudsdale's now toxic. He can't really hit conch. I just get a free CC at this point. If he wants to hit conch back, fine, or he can get rocks up and take toxic damage. And now something has to switch in to another close combat, so he's just going to let Mudsdale go. Mudsdale going really early is really nice because Zera gets to do whatever the fuck it wants now. Problem is, my conch is super chipped and rocks are down, Mew's in, but I'm going to go hard Absol because I still need conch to break this. Audino. He reveals Ice Beam and special attack investment on his Mew. I knock off again, and he goes Vikavolt. Good play on him. Bandit Scizor comes in. I forget why I switched Scizor in here. I probably should have gone Zygarde. The problem was he had Bug Buzz, and I was calcing it now once I knew how much special attack investment he had, and Zygarde did not win that 1v1 if he Bug Buzzed on that switch. So I had to U-turn there. That reveals Band. I did not prep enough for Vikavolt. Thunderbolt there was obvious, so Zera comes in for free. I'm probably Volt Switching here. Yeah, I Volt Switch here on the Audino, probably going conch. Yeah, now I get to fire off another free coast combat, or something has to take a toxic. He protects. I think I just CC. Oh, I toxic. Okay. Now I probably CC, right? I CC now in the Vikavolt. No, I toxic again. Vikavolt's still gonna die. It's not gonna die toxic damage. I should have probably CC'd there in hindsight, but I do get to Mach Punch with Vikavolt, and Vikavolt is finally fucking dead. Conch has basically killed two things. It killed the Mudsdale and the Vikavolt. So Conch did put in his work this game. Conch really hasn't put in much other work besides week 1. So shout out to Conch for putting in work this game. I love Conch. He just didn't fit on my team. He EQs my Zygarde. Here is the very important turn, right? It should have been very obvious that Mew was coming in on this Glare. Glaring Rillaboom was also crucial because Zygarde won. If I glared Rillaboom on the switch, Zygarde could actually set up on the Rillaboom. It could just subcoil on the Rillaboom and just win with lefties if things were paralyzed in the right. If Aerodactyl was paralyzed, it just won. But I should have known he was going to switch in the Mew here. So now both of us are glared. This comes in. This is very important later. Infernape comes in and I click Coil. I probably should have just clicked 1,000 Arrows or switched there. Then he goes back to Hard Audino and double switch. And I'm just going to spam 1,000 Arrows now. I don't get para. That's 2 turns without a para for me now. Togekiss comes back in and I'm not Boots. That hurts. It's going to Encore. That's fine. I'm going to get a free defog off, which is great. The rocks are gone. If Infernape comes in, that's fine. I'm just going to defog, and I'm pretty sure I sack Togekiss here. I think the play is 100% just sack Togekiss. I do. Togekiss is gone. Didn't get to do the funny Rocky Helmet thing, but it does chip the Infernape, so Zera Aura can come back in now. I Plasma Fist. It just doesn't kill him. This is max attack Zera Aura, and it doesn't kill an Infernape from 84 with the stab electric move. Like, come on. Come on. Zero Aura is so fucking bad. Close combat, that's fine. I'm scarfed into Plasma Fist now, so now I have to take that Mach Punch. I forgot that he was going to click Mach Punch that turn. But to be honest, I didn't really have a switch in. I could have gone Conk, but like, I didn't. I had to sack Zero Aura there, which is really bad now, because Aerodactyl's just chilling. Aerodactyl has no check. But the thing was, I needed to know if that Infernape was Scarf or not. That was really the important thing. Because with Zera in on it, I knew it could have been banded, but I knew that he didn't die, that he wasn't banded. But it did nothing. I needed to know if Ape was Scarfed. Because if I knew if Ape was Scarfed, I could beat it with Scizor. Like, that's the thing. I'm coiling on the Mew now. Debatable play. I go back in the Conk to sack it because I had no Ice Beam switch in. So now I go Absol. Absol threatens out the Mew. He goes into Aerodactyl, that's fine. I get knockoff, does big damage. I think, oh, I go to Zygarde. I should have suckered there. Because he EQ'd. If I suckered there, I might have killed him. But Dragon Dance was still a possibility. Autono comes in, I 1000 arrows the Autono. Autono is just not going to take anything from it. Autono is probably going to Wish here, so I go back into Absol. So then I have to knock off again. Oh, he protects. I'm just going to knock off. I'm just going to keep threatening the knockoff pressure. If he wants to sack Infernape, he can sack the Infernape. I knock off the lefties from the Autono. It's great. And then he Toxics my Magic Bounce Mon. To be honest, this Loki won me the game. I think I was going to lose in like a 1 or a 2-0 if he didn't do that. But that was huge for me. I CC on the switch because the switch is now really fucking obvious. And I predict the Aerodactyl coming in. I sack Absol now. Hi, hello, Editor Wade here. I figured out a very important detail that I missed when going over this. You might be wondering why Mega Absol just died to Infernape there. I EV'd my Absol's speed incorrectly, so my Absol should be faster than Infernape in theory, but I fucked up the speed EVs on it, and it was actually 1 point slower than the Infernape instead of 1 point faster. So if that didn't happen, this game would have been much better for me. But actually, Absol just died there. Not good. It would have been way easier if I didn't do that and I didn't fuck the speedy V's up. But I just remembered that happened. So I'm putting this here to show that I didn't forget that it happened. Okay, back to the video. I don't need it anymore. To be honest, I shouldn't have done that because then I can't kill the fucking Mew. I should have sacked Zygarde. But again, in hindsight, that's fine. Because I didn't know Mew would only... Oh, I saw Life Orb. So I should have just sacked... In hindsight, I should have just sacked Zygarde and then kept the Absol so it can OHKO the Mew and I still had CC for Autono. Whatever. Here's the weird part of the game where I don't get parried and he does, and I just spam 1000 arrows until the Mew dies. Just watch. This is, yeah, 2 pairs in a row. Cringe. He roosts. I still don't get parried. 1000 arrows. I'm even saying I should be getting parried. Autono comes in. 1000 arrows. Still no para. I think I click coil here. Oh, there's finally the para. He wishes. I should click coil eventually, I think, because I don't win unless I click coil. I put the sub up. Still no para. I've only got parried once. He's gotten parried like 3 times. He's parried. I'm not. I click coil. Another bullshit fucking thing. He clicks Ice Beam. I'm still not parried. Click 1000 arrows. 49% of the Mew. He clicks Ice Beam. My Zygarde finally fucking dies, but the Mew is now chipped. And Choice Band Scizor just wins with Bullet Punch. It just be like that. Bullet Punch Scizor just wins. Autono can't touch it. And the game is over. So that improved me to 4-1. I mean, it was only a 1-0 win, but that improved me to 4-1. Next up, the week after, I was playing Pineapple. So I played Woex, Pineapple, and TG. Let me just put that out there. My schedule was fucking horrible. I probably had the highest strength of schedule in all of Doublade. I'd have to look at the schedules again, but I might have had the most difficult schedule of all of Doublade. I could be wrong, but I'm at the very least top 3. So now I had to play Pineapple right after Woex. Not good. But at this point, I'm 4-1, and I literally need 1 more win to clinch playoffs. I need 1 win in 3 games to clinch playoffs. I have Pineapple, Dom, Zach. I thought the last 2 were winnable. Pineapple is basically a coin flip. So this week, I decided to go crazy and get lost in the sauce, because why the fuck not? So we run Special Zero Aura. Still had knockoff, but Special Life Orb Zero Aura was here. It was here for Milotic, mostly. It was kind of just here to check Milotic, you know, whatever. Room Service Zygarde tells you exactly what you need to know because I was running Trick Room this week. There was no way he was expecting Trick Room. I wanted to do something with Dunsparce. I have a Conkeldurr. Why not run Trick Room? I ran Trick Room. So, did it work? No, but it was great in theory. He had a Tapu Lele. So, Slowking setting up Trick Room with the Tapu Lele there. I mean, Tapu Lele just checked my entire team because my team has a lot of really good priority. It has Sucker Punch and Absol, Mach Punch on Conk, and Bullet Punch on Scizor. So, I needed some type of way to not lose to Tapu Lele on Team Preview. He also had a Terrakion. He had Milotic. He had Mega Aggron. He had some scary stuff. He has him, like I said, him and TG have the two best teams in the whole league. And Finley's a close third. So I needed some sort of funny thing. I'm running Trick Room. Slowking could sweep on its own with Expanding Force in Psychic Terrain if Lele's dead and Trick Room's up. Room Service Zygarde with Coil was fucking hilarious, to be honest. In hindsight, it makes no sense, because that means he only gets 2 turns of Trick Room to kill things, but still funny. And then Specs Dunsparce. Specs Dunsparce is pitifully weak, because Dunsparce is base 65 special attack, but Terrain Pulse, let me just say this calc for you. If Terrakion switched into Dunsparce, Psychic type Terrain Pulse in Psychic Terrain would OHKO the Terrakion. I wanted that to happen. Did it happen? No. But something else did happen, which was important. But I saw that calc. I'm like, I'm running Dunsparce in Trick Room. Because Dunsparce with coverage moves in Trick Room, not bad. Shadow Ball had a 40% chance to lower Spadef. Ice Beam had 20% chance to freeze. T-Bolt had 20% chance to para. And Dunsparce is slow as fuck. So I could just run it in Trick Room and it just gets to click buttons if Trick Room's up. Scarf Scizor was actually a bring here because I needed it to outspeed non-Scarf Lele. If he brought Specs Lele and I didn't have Scarf Scizor, I lost on preview. So I needed a Scarf Scizor. Iron Head could catch Lele lacking. It gives Scizor speed in Psychic Terrain because usually Scizor's speed in air quotes is Bullet Punch. I needed Iron Head out of Psychic Terrain with the Scarf, so I was running Scarf Scizor, and Conk was again standard Mach Punch CC with coverage Conk. Lamau, let's get to the replay. So this game, he led. This was the lead I wanted, but I mean it's a free U-turn off rip, which is nice for me. He goes Aggro and I go Conk. It's pretty standard again. Pretty standard. I think I just he clicked Heavy Slam. I was not expecting Aggron to be offensive. What we weren't expecting in Mox was offensive Aggron. And now I can't click Mach Punch and Conk dies to another Heavy Slam, so I have to go Scizor here, which I really don't want to do. That EQ was somewhat unnecessary chip, but that was my only Heavy Slam switch in. I mean, it could have gone Slowking, but Slowking didn't have anything to hit the Aggron. So Slowking switches into this Terrakion, eats a CC. That's dope. This is my Trick Room setter, mind you, that I just switched into Danger. I didn't have anything to take a CC, really, besides the Slowking. And then I forget about Megahorn, and my Slowking's dead. So now I can't click Trick Room. So Zygarde's item is useless, my Conk is slow as fuck, and my Dunsparce is slow as fuck. Kinda screwed. The whole point of the stupid team is now gone. Bad play by me. Or just good play by Pineapple. Like, I just played right into his hands. I Mach Punch in Psychic Terrain because Lele switches in. Scizor comes in on the Psychic, gets crit, dies. I don't know if that roll mattered. But my Lele check is now dead. I have basically no way to kill Lele anymore. Gligar comes in, I knock it off. Thank fuck. If Lele was Specs, I just straight up lose now. It was Scarf. But I switched Dunsparce in because what's he going to do? Toxic, stat up rocks. Dunsparce got it for free here. So I just wanted to see what he would do. Dunsparce has Ice Beam. It OHKOs Gligar with no Eviolite. I prayed that he would stay in. He toxic my Dunsparce, and he stayed in. Dunsparce got a kill. I lost my mind. This game was officially a win because Dunsparce the GOAT got a kill. Sack it the next turn to fucking Terrakion because I have nothing else to... I just go Conk here and click Mach Punch now, or threaten the Mach Punch. I should have... He CC'd. Big balls play on him. I should have Mach Punched him. Oh no, I clicked P-Jab. I thought he was going to go Lele, assuming the Mach Punch. That was really my only win con at that point. Like, the only way I win is I catch the Lele lacking on the switch, and then I have Zera to outspeed it later. That was my only chance. But Zera does get a kill with Aura Sphere. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is Zera's only kill so far. That Aura Sphere kill in the Terrakion is Zera Aura's only kill. which is kind of hilarious. It eats a Scald. Cool. I volt switch. Get the fuck out. Go back to the snake. The snake, if it was running a proper set, probably could have won. I switch in the Scald. No burn. That's great. Lele comes in. I click Iron Tail. I should have clicked Iron Tail there. If I clicked Iron Tail. Oh, the Moonblast. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. He lives because this was max defense or max HP, and this was Scarf. So Iron Tail just obliterates the Lele. That was pretty funny. Raiku's going to come back in, and now I just lose. So Scald, yeah. I have no way to kill this. I just have to click T-Bolt and hope for a crit. I don't get it. And Scald, and I lose. The fact that this game was still close, insane. Like a quick 20-turn game. But I kind of had no way to kill the Milotic. I had Zera, but I don't think T-Bolt killed it. Yeah. Close, though. Close. Pineapple promoted. This guy had the top record in the whole league. His TG kind of folded at the end of the season. Pineapple promoted to fucking Aegis Slash. So I will take a 2-0 loss to one of the best teams in the league. So good job for me, I guess. So now week 7 was against Dom. I'd lost a game, so now I need to win one of the next 2 games to clinch playoffs. Dom was 0-6. I was dreading this game because I didn't want to lose to the guy that didn't have a win. Spoiler, I'm just going to say now, spoiler, I fucking lost. So week 8 was very stressful. I'm going to go over my prep. My prep was very robust. Again, claps to Dom. Dom prepped his ass off for this week. Proved a lot of people wrong. Shout out to Dom. Dom played very well this game as well. Caught me kind of lacking. Not really, but kind of caught me lacking. My prep was pretty robust. It just be like that. That's kind of just how it just be like that. Boots Zera. You remember. Dom had Galvantula. So Galvantula lead was very obvious. Everyone knew my team was bad against webs. I needed some type of support. Boots Zera lead with taunt was basically all I had. With Blaze Kick, Zera doesn't have a more accurate fire type move. Wait, does it get Fire Punch? Yeah, he gets Fire Punch, but Fire Punch didn't kill, so I had to run Blaze Kick. It's a 90% accurate move. All my HCL people watching this video, you can guess what happened with the Blaze Kick. Moving on. Eviolite Regen Tangela. First time I was bringing it, it was my Kartana switch in. Hyper Beam 2-Co's Kartana. So if Kartana's at 50% or lower, I just click Hyper Beam on it, it's dead. Kartana. He had a Kartana. He has like Galvantula Kartana, Mega Gardevoir. I can't remember. Deoxys Defense. Melmetal. I think I also had Melmetal. A lot of threats. Also Gastrodon as well. So I need to Tangela to threat now Gastrodon. And Mandibuzz as well. Assault Slowking just sat on Gardevoir no matter what. Assault Vest Slowking just, yeah. Assault Vest Slowking just Assault Vest Slowking. Not much to say about that. I realized I didn't run him shiny like I did the week before. That's sad. This was my win con. Specs speed boosting Bucephalon. This was the second time I brought this now. If certain things were dead, if he picked his sacks incorrectly, oh yes, I had a Gengar. If he picked his sacks incorrectly and Gengar was not Scarf and I killed the Gengar, this just wins. This just runs through the whole team. This could like 4-0. Like, this had a chance to just win if Kartana was not Scarf or dead and Gengar was not Scarf or dead. And he split, something died of Bucephalon, and I had the correct moves to click. That was fantastic. Bandit Scizor, again, extremely standard Bandit Scizor. I just needed to bring it because Bullet Punch, I needed Bullet Punch for Mega Gardevoir. That was really it. Bandit Superpower for Kartana was also nice. And for Melmetal. Togekiss was Boots as well because I needed a Defogger. I also needed T-Wave. T-Wave on Kartana was great. T-Wave on Gengar was great. Lowering the speed for the Bucephalon WinCon was the plan. So, problem was didn't have Air Slash. I had to run Mono D-Gleam because I needed a way to kill Mandibuzz. This team had zero way to kill Mandibuzz besides Zero Aura, but Zero Aura only had Volt Switch. So, I needed a way to kill the Mandibuzz. So, this was my only way to kill Mandibuzz. And as you'll see, I could not kill the Mandibuzz. So, here we go. Lead Galvantula, lead Zero Aura. The first 7 turns of this game are extremely unfortunate for me, and I basically lost off of this, which was annoying, but nothing I can do. Basically, everything lined up horribly for me to lose. Just normal, like, neutral plays by Dom and neutral plays by me, and them going worse for me. I taunt turn 1 because usually Galvantulas click Sticky Webs turn 1, and I was assuming Dom was going to click Sticky Webs turn 1 because it's Dom. I thought he was going to click Sticky Webs turn 1. He clicked Bug Buzz and crit me and did 70% of my Zera Aura. That was my Mandibuzz check and my Galvantula Thunderbolt switch in and outspeed Gengar. Fuck. That's not good. I taunted him, did nothing, and now he still has his Sash. So I have no option here but to Volt Switch out. I Volt Switch out. I have to switch something into a Bug Buzz, so I go Blacephalon. Blacephalon resists it. That's cool. Then he stays in on a Blacephalon that could have very well been Scarfed. He stays in and clicks Thunder. I click Knockoff because I thought there was no shot he was staying on a Blacephalon. He did. Very unfortunate. Blacephalon now takes even more damage. And this thing isn't fucking dead. To be honest, the damage on Blacephalon doesn't matter. Just the fact that the Galvantula is not dead this turn is the problem. Now, his taunt's over, and he outspeeds my Blacephalon. So I have to go back to Zera Aura to attempt to eat the Thunder move. Like, I have no other option. And then he clicks Sticky Whip. So, fuck. Fuck me. Everything just went horribly wrong for 4 turns in a row. This Galvantula is like 1v1ing my whole team. And then I miss my fucking Blaze Kick. I miss my Blaze Kick. In hindsight, I only need to Fire Punch because he's at 31%. But that's not how it was supposed to work. I was supposed to Volt Switch Punch, come back in, and Blaze Kick had to kill from there. And because Zera's weak as fuck, and I needed to run speed for Kartana, it didn't have enough attack investment for Fire Punch to kill. So I missed my Blaze Kick and lost my Zera Aura. So now I have actually no way of killing this Mandibuzz. Bullet Punch revenges it. Cool. Gastrodon comes out. I have to switch to Slowking, because Slowking has Grass Knot to eat whatever it's going to click. Cool. I eat the Scald. Whatever. Mandibuzz comes in. I click Grass Knot. Does fucking nothing. So now I have to get the fuck out until what? Togekiss? Cool. I have Boots. It's fine. He knocks my Togekiss off. My Togekiss boots are fucking gone now. It keeps getting worse, okay? It keeps getting worse. I have to defog. The webs are now gone. The boots honestly don't matter. So that's fine. He U-turns on me and goes to Gengar. So now I have to go to fucking Scizor and eat a Specs Gengar Shadow Ball. Just kidding. That was Scarf, and that was a max roll. Fuck me. Like, I was not catching a break this game. TLDR, it keeps going, and then it becomes a back and forth. The entire goal of this game now becomes somehow get Togekiss in, and oh no, this is a very important turn actually that I just skipped over. Now my win con became Togekiss has to para as many things as possible, pick my opening, and just win with Blacephalon. That was my only possible win con left. I go Tangela, Gastrodon's obviously not staying in on Tangela. He goes to Mandibuzz, so I knew he was probably going to go Mandibuzz, so I go Togekiss. Really good double switch on my part. Obviously, Mandibuzz is not going to stay on a Togekiss. I know this. What I would assume you switch in on the Togekiss is Gengar to threaten it out. Was it going to click? Air Slash or Dazzling Gleam? You have a Kartana that's most likely Scarfed. You just switch that in and get to click a button for free. So T-Wave, or even switching Gardevoir, T-Wave was fantastic for 3 of the 4 options he could have switched into. And he switched into Gastrodon. So now I have revealed Thunder Wave. My entire win con is out in the open and revealed. And he switched into 1 of the 4 options that is the absolute worst to switch into. It just kept getting worse. And then it basically then it just turned into, okay, I just have to keep somehow pivoting Togekiss in and trying to para things for Blacephalon to win. That was my only chance. That just became a back and forth of predicting and switching in and double switches and conditioning, and it was just boring as fuck. He even brought this in, subbed. I had to B-punch it. I had to B-punch again. Well, no, he hyper voices, so my Scissor's dead now. Blacephalon came in to scare it out. Free Shadow Ball, cool. Like, again, that's cool, but it doesn't help me. Like, that wasn't my chance to win there. I still have to para something. He gets a new free U-turn. He goes Gengar. Go back to Tangela. Shadow Ball. Dead. Go back to Togekiss. Scare it out. Go to Gastrodon. Still switches it in on the Thunder Wave. Even more unfortunate. Goes to Slowking. Ice Beam. Like, I just lost. A very unfortunate turn of events. Somehow, for some reason, he lets Togekiss kill the Gastrodon. I just skipped the whole fucking game. But he let the Togekiss kill the Gastrodon there, which I was not expecting him to do. I mean, it gets carded for free. Cool. I sack it. He gets the Beast Boost. Slowking comes in because I have Flamethrower. He goes to Mandibuzz again. Knock off the Slowking. Fine. I just need to chip this fucking Mandibuzz as much as I possibly can. Maybe burn it, whatever. Foul play. I just need this thing to be chipped enough for Blacephalon to scare it. I get the burn. He gets the knockoff. Here's where things get interesting. Blacephalon is now in. Blacephalon gets to click Flamethrower and delete anything on his team and get a speed boost. The only issue is if Kartana or Gengar are scarfed, I lose. If either of them were T-waved, there's a potential he could not realize this, pick the wrong sack, and lose. Both of them are not T-waved. Gengar is scarfed. Kartana is not. Oh no, Kartana is scarfed. Gengar is not, or they're both scarfed. He lets Mandibuzz die to Flamethrower. He's my only hope here, right? My only, if both of these were paired, I win. If one of these was paired and this wasn't scarfed, I win. If this was paired and this wasn't scarfed, I win. Both of these, one of them is scarfed, and they're both not paired. So he brings Kartana. It's obviously scarfed. It knocks off me. I lose. Just lost to a guy that was 0-6. Now, I am 4-3. Lost 2 games in a row, and I need to win my next game to clinch playoffs. And then it got even more interesting because the worst possible people that could have won. So now, going into Week 8 against Zach, who runs Rain and Dracovish, I can win in a 3. I can lose in a 3-0 or less, or just win. So I'm stressed as fuck, okay? On top of all the schoolwork I have. Very stressed. This is a very stressful week of prep. However, I did want to still bring some sauce because I'm a man of the people. We figured out, Goat Nilla, in prep, that Swords Dance Absol wins. In most conditions, Swords Dance Absol clicks Swords Dance, lives, and wins the game with proper chip. Because of Pelipper, I could just lure in the Pelipper, sack Zygarde to Ice Beam, bring this in, which sets up on Pelipper for free, click Swords Dance, profit. That was the plan. It did technically go as planned because Togekiss is fucking insane, and it was the only time I really ran legit Scarf Togekiss. I needed a Defogger, I didn't have Scizor, and I didn't have Conk. I had Conk at first. I had like Choice Band, Iron Fist, Triple Punch Conk because that technically does more damage than Guts. It's pretty funny. But I did need Scarf Togekiss. I legitimately needed Scarf Togekiss to outspeed Dracovish and just kill it with Dazzling Gleam. Like, I needed this. Tangela was locked to max HP, max defense bold because if I didn't, Dracovish 6-0s me. Literally, carbon copy set for Blacephalon, it did the same thing. If he picked the wrong sack or if the situation presented itself, Blacephalon comes in, deletes something, gets a speed boost, wins. Click Shadow Ball probably because of the rain. It just worked again, we realized. Absol as well. Absol could do things when it's not trying to sweep. Zygarde was max HP, max Spadef. I realized I didn't have a Hurricane switch in, so I needed to run Spadef Zygarde to threaten the Zapdos. So that was fun. And then utility boots Zero with Thunder because of the rain. So let's switch the sides, turn off the music. And here was the last game. Oh, he had a Runerigus. Remember TG and the Koffagrigus thing? It was the same thing again. Runerigus got up rocks for free, basically, and trolled my whole team. So I had to lead Blacephalon, or else Runerigus got rocks up and I lost. Because at first I was running no removal, and Runerigus was getting rocks up for free, and I was just straight up losing because of rocks. So I didn't want that to happen. So I was forced to lead Blacephalon on the Runerigus lead. I didn't think he was going to bring Snorlax. He did. Very unfortunate. Bulky Volcanion I knew was going to be a problem. I had things for Tangrowth, but no Vish was fucking shocking. Snorlax instead of Vish shocked me. Shocked me. I saw Tangela, okay, but Vish instead of Snorlax instead of Vish was crazy. But then I realized I had nothing for Snorlax because Absol wasn't running CC, this wasn't running CC, and it was running like I had nothing for Snorlax. So I was kind of praying that I could figure something out. This was free Shadow Ball off rip, so I knocked off. That was bold. That was bold because if I knocked off that Runerigus and he clicked EQ, I'd lose. So that was extremely bold turn one for me, I'm now realizing, but I didn't think he was gonna, and that would immediately tell me that the Runerigus had rocks if he switched like that. So that is why I did that. Snorlax is knocked, the AV is gone, which is really good for Togekiss. Snorlax is, I don't know what he does. He clicks Body Slam on Tangela, fine. Tangela gets a free Leech Seed now. We're going to do the Leech Seed. It also has Stun Spore, because Stun Spore on Vish would have been great. Stun Spore on Pelipper is also really nice. Pelipper's Parrot. It's going to U-turn my Tangela, do 10 fucking %, go to Zapdos. I have to switch. It's the Hurricane. That Hurricane tells me this is max special attack, modest Zapdos. I know the calc for it, Hurricane. And I'm a dumbass and click Glare. I should have clicked 1,000 Arrows. If I click 1,000 Arrows here, Zapdos was going to get scared out. I get a free Protect or whatever. Not good. Hurricane gets clicked. Now I can't 1v1 the Zapdos. Zygarde literally came in and did nothing. I clicked 1,000 Arrows, 30% chip the Zapdos, that it roosted off later. Zygarde was legitimately useless this game, which I've been misplaying Zygarde a little bit recently. I got all my good Zygarde use out in one game when it's 6-0'd fucking chimp. So Zygarde's dead, which is really bad. Zera's in with no rain, so it can't click Thunder. I just have to Volt Switch here. He goes to Runerigus. Oh, I click Knockoff again because, to be honest, that can't hit it, especially in rain. It can't click Hurricane. So that was a free knockoff there. That was nice. Togekiss comes in to threaten out with Shadow Ball, break the sub. He probably puts rocks up here. I know he Calm Minds, which is, again, is even better for me. Another free Shadow Ball. I'm going to Shadow Ball here because I'd rather see Runerigus die. And I know I have a switch into Snorlax in Tangela. I go Tangela. He goes Pelipper. Good double switch on him. Another free U-turn. But this is also a free Sludge Bomb chip or a free sub for my Tangela. And the Pelipper gets parried, which is good for me. Hacks were not in Zach's favor this game, as you will see. But that's like kind of standard. I was going to get it up either way. Like, it's fine. Volcanion comes in on the Zera. It was pretty obvious. He just goes Runerigus again. So I double. Please tell me I doubled into Blacephalon. Oh, shit. Oh, never mind. I didn't think Runerigus coming in. And even if Runerigus did come in, I could switch into something. And if I think Volcanion was staying in. Literally anything that switched in. Something was catching a Thunder. Maybe Runerigus was going to switch in and be immune. But I had ways around it. So something was catching a Thunder. This Tangrowth caught the Thunder. Volt switch out. Special Zera put in work this game, although it didn't get a kill. I will say that. Leech Seed on Togekiss, that's fine. This is like a free Air Slash if I want to. He protects I Air Slash. Cool. Scarf Togekiss was very nice. Oh, he also Mega Scizor. He didn't bring Mega Scizor either, which was surprising. Air Slash, decent chip on Zapdos, but it's going to heal most of it back with that. Problem is my Togekiss is getting a little too chipped here. I have to go to Zera, and he roosts off all the damage I did. So now Zygarde is completely useless. Tangrowth comes in. This is another free Volt Switch. Oh no, I knock off again. I was in the mood this game. I knocked off the Snorlax, I knocked off the Runerigus, and I knocked off the Tangrowth. Very good knockoff plays for me. Rocky Helmet Tangrowth, I find out. Voltrush out. Tangrowth is taking really good chip. I go in the Tangela because he can't really touch it, and the Leech Seed there was pretty obvious. Go into Blacephalon because there's no shot he's staying in, and that's a great switch for me. He probably goes Snorlax here. I thought he was going to go Snorlax there, and even if he did, I know how to get around it. And Pelipper just dies to Shadow Ball. That's also my first mon killed, but his team is chipped. Tangrowth is really chipped, Runerigus is really chipped, Volcanion and Zapdos are both at 100, and Snorlax is mildly chipped. I just needed to kill 3 things, and I was in. So, 1 down, 2 to go. He gets the speed boost. obviously go Snorlax, and I'm spexed in, so I have to go Tangela here. Power Up Punch Snorlax was frightening when I saw that. And when I missed my Stun Spore, that was even more scary. I don't know why he clicked Body Slam there. It didn't keep trying to set up on me, but he switched out once he saw the Sun Spore. So Zapdos comes in, he's the Sun Spore again. I had to do that. Hurricane, I take a little bit too much. I fake out the Zapdos for a little bit of chip. I find out it's Rocky Helmet, and now my only option is just sack Zera for Zapdos chip, because I can at least bring in Blacephalon to attempt to revenge it. So 50 damage on the Zapdos, cool. Zera goes down. Zera did some really good chip this game. Absol comes in now. To be honest, this was not the time to go for the sweep, but Blaze was a little bit more risky because then he could just go hard Volcanion, and then I have no Volcanion switch in. So I had to knock this off. Rocky Helmet, it's dead. I have no Volcanion switch in. And Volcanion only gets O-Code by a knockoff if Absol is +2. It puts the sub up, and now I'm shitting myself. Fire Blast, dead. Togekiss needs to come in, or I bring in Blacephalon. I just need to break this fucking sub. So that's the only way Blacephalon could do anything. I had to break this up. I'm now down 4-2, and I just need to kill one Mon, and this Volcanion looks like it's about to run through the rest of my team, because Absol can't kill it from here, and Togekiss just dies to one move. So at this point, my win con became this. Togekiss flinches. In hindsight, I could have brought in Absol, clicked knockoff to maybe scare the Volcanion out, and after the knockoff chip, Togekiss just clicks Air Slash and eventually kills something. He could go Snorlax and not let me. If I lost in a 4-0 here, I would probably quit Mons for forever for that level of a choke. See, that's what I said in chat. This might be a fucking heartbreaker, because I thought I was going to lose 4-0 here. But 35%. 1 for 1 on the flinches. Protect. I'm just going to keep Air Slashing. I just need this to be in knockoff range. I don't give a shit. He goes to Runerigus. I click Air Slash, and I realize he's sacking the Runerigus. I almost started crying. I was like, oh my god. The Runerigus is going to die. And now, with that kill, I'm officially in the playoffs. However, I want to fucking win this game. Protect. I'm popping off in chat with the Protect. Now I just keep clicking Air Slash until Togekiss dies. Air Slash again. 2 for 2 on the flinches. Air Slash again. 3 for 3 on the flinches. Now I'm starting to feel bad. But this is 100% flinch rate off a 60% move. Volcanion is now dead. Tangrowth comes in. Air Slash. Kills it. Snorlax comes in. Air Slash. She should have brought Snorlax in first. No flinch. Body Slam. No para. Air Slash. No flinch. Or Air Slash flinch. 4 out of 5. Air Slash. Flinch. 5 out of 6. And Air Slash just ends the game. I was 5 out of 6 on flinches, which is kind of fucked up. But that just tells me it was fate. Right? It just tells me it was fate. So now I'm sitting at 5-3 with a +8 differential. First place is Pineapple, who I lost because I got lost in the sauce and tried to bring Trick Room. Braden, our opponent from week 1, actually worked his way up to second because TG lost 3 games. Yeah, the 4-0 unstoppable guy lost 3 games. I mean, he has problems, same as me, right? We overthink shit in the moment. We just overthink a lot. When it comes to crunch time. So we're not the best performing under pressure. So I respect it. He still managed to get third. Finley, huge win streak down the stretch, is starting to figure out his team. He's pretty scary. And then you got me, 1 over Woex in 5th. My goal was to top cut. The fact that I did, beautiful. Lucifer's the only 4-4 that got in. He beat Jam in the regular season, so he got in instead of Jam. Look at all these 4-4s. Your Rune bounced back, finished 4-4. I sent Zach down to the non-qualifying. Chimp is still hanging around at the 5-3, and Woex and Lucifer just vibing. I'm pretty sure Chimp kept the streak going of only winning in a 2-0. Oh no, he beat Dominant 3-0. Come on, Chimp. Come on, Chimp. Well, that's this is the roster here. I don't know what it says. I'm seeded 7th. I guess I'm officially seeded 7th because Braden picked me. So that's really how it is. So here's how it's shaking out. Pineapple's playing Woix. Pineapple picked that first pick and then picked Woix. Might have been a bad idea. Finley picked, and then Braden picked me. TG picked Chimp, and then Finley picked Lucifer. Keep in mind, even though Lucifer was the bottom seed and he got picked last, he does have a Dragapult. No one wants to play a Dragapult around one of the playoffs, so no one picked Lucifer. I don't know why Pineapple picked Woix. Maybe his team matches up really good against him. To be honest, I could just check if he even played Woix. He didn't even play Woix, so it'd be like that. But that is it. That's my 5-through recap. There will be HDL style quarterfinals game against Braden, so look forward to that. Also, that fucking massive video project thingy still in the works. I know it's taking a long time. I am very, very sorry, but it's looking rough. It's looking a bit rough on the work side, but it will get out eventually. It will come out eventually. So one game to decide the fate. Let's see if I can win a playoff game with Zero Aura. That'd be fucking hilarious. But again, thank you guys for sticking through the season. People that listen to this whole video. Okay, how about this? If you made it through this whole video and you were in the TEC server, I want you to here's what you need to do. In TEC General, post a calc of Zera Aura doing as much damage as it physically can. Like have like banded Zera Aura Plasma Fist in electric terrain against like a level 1 Wingull, and then just caption under it like Zera Goaded. So put that in TEC General if you made it to this point. It's a crazy ass Zera Aura doing like 30,000% and then Zera Goaded under it. But I'm gonna go. This is like 15 minutes shorter than the last one because again, I have allergies and I'm tired and I have work to do. So thank you guys for watching, and remember, Zera Goaded.